Hello, have you ever felt inexplicably energized or maybe a bit off your norm during a full moon? If you've noticed any differences during this time, know it's not just a coincidence. Today we're going to reveal something fascinating. Scientists and spiritualists agree that the moon not only lights up our nights, but also exerts a powerful influence over our emotional and physical well-being. If you feel the moon might be impacting your life more than you think, then you're in the right place. Get ready because in this video, we're going to explore how lunar cycles shape our lives in ways that go far beyond astrology. Stay with me and discover the secrets of the moon that could change the way you live. Are you ready to unravel these celestial mysteries? Let's dive in. The science of lunar cycles, understanding the phases and their impacts. To grasp how the moon influences our planet, it's crucial to start with the basics. The phases of the moon. There are 4 main phases that are essential for understanding this phenomenon: new moon, waxing moon, full moon, and waning moon. New moon. During this phase, the moon is aligned between the Earth and the Sun, becoming invisible to us. It's a period often associated with new beginnings and the renewal of energies. Waxing moon. This phase symbolizes growth and accumulation. As the moon grows in the sky, many believe it's a good time to cultivate new ideas and projects. Full moon. This is the most luminous and energetic phase. During the full moon, the Earth is exactly between the Sun and the moon, receiving all the reflected sunlight. It's during this period that historically there's an observed increase in activities and restless behaviors in both humans and animals. Waning moon. Representing a time of release and completion, the waning moon is ideal for reflection and finishing up projects. Each of these phases uniquely influences the Earth and its inhabitants. Scientific studies have been investigating these effects with rigor and depth. For instance, during the full moon, it has been observed that hospitals and police departments around the world often bolster their staffing. This is due to a spike in the number of medical emergencies and incidents, such as traffic accidents and crimes. This phenomenon has been so consistent over the years that many of these institutions now prepare in advance for this phase. Moreover, research has shown that the lunar cycle can influence sleep patterns, mood, and even fertility. During the full moon, for example, some people report having trouble sleeping or experiencing increased emotional agitation. Understanding these cycles not only allows us to predict certain behavioral patterns, but also provides insights into how we can live more harmoniously with the natural rhythms of our environment. By exploring the science behind the lunar phases, we can begin to appreciate the interconnectedness between celestial cycles and life on Earth in a clearer and more grounded way. The phases of the moon have been revered and studied by various cultures around the world for millennia. This reverence is due to the visible and notable impact that the moon has on the Earth, influencing everything from tides to agricultural cycles, which naturally made it a prominent element in various cultural and spiritual traditions. From the ancient Babylonians to the Maya civilizations, the moon was a central part in the creation of calendars and the organization of societies. The Babylonians, for example, developed one of the first lunar calendars and interpreted lunar eclipses as divine signs. In Maya culture, the moon was associated with the goddess Ixchel, a deity of fertility and childbirth, showing how the moon was integral not only in timekeeping, but also in the spiritual and practical lives of people. In the spiritual and emotional context, many cultures view the moon as a symbol of renewal and constant change. This is evident in how the moon is incorporated into rituals and festivities. For example, the Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival celebrates the full moon as a symbol of prosperity and family reunion, reflecting the belief in the moon as a factor of unity and celebration. Cultural astrology experts often discuss how the different phases of the moon represent different stages in our own life journey. The new moon is seen as a time for new beginnings and for planting ideas, while the waxing moon symbolizes decision-making and progress. The full moon, being the brightest and most visible, is often a time for fulfillment and celebration of achievements. Meanwhile, the waning moon represents a period of reflection, evaluation, and release of what no longer serves us. These phases are not just markers of time, they also provide specific opportunities for personal reflection and spiritual growth. By observing and honoring these lunar cycles, many people find a way to align their personal lives with the broader rhythms of nature, fostering a sense of connection and purpose. Understanding these cultural and historical perspectives helps us appreciate the depth of our relationship with the moon, not just as a celestial phenomenon, but as a continuous influencer in our spiritual and emotional lives. By integrating these teachings and observations, we can enrich our understanding of lunar influences and how they shape our lives. The moon's influence on human emotions and behaviors. The influence of the moon on human emotions and behaviors is a subject of fascination and study over the ages. Each phase of the moon seems to touch distinct aspects of our emotional and behavioral lives, impacting in ways that are both subtle and significant. New moon. This phase is often associated with a sense of renewal and new beginnings. During the new moon, many people report an increased sense of motivation to start projects or embark on new journeys. This period is ideal for planning and setting intentions, as it is seen as a propitious time for sowing ideas that one wishes to grow and flourish. Full moon. Known for its intense beauty and brightness, the full moon has a notable impact on human emotions. During this phase, many experience an amplification of feelings, which can lead to personal revelations or insights. It is not uncommon for people to feel more extroverted, energized, and at the same time, emotionally vulnerable. This is a time when emotions can overflow, which explains why many cultures and spiritual practices use it for rituals of release or celebration. The moon not only affects us individually, but has also been used to guide collective and personal decisions. Many people and communities choose the phases of the moon to make significant decisions, plan events, or seek healing, due to the belief that certain phases are more conducive to specific activities. For example, many farmers still follow the lunar calendar for planting and harvesting, a practice that dates back to ancient agricultural traditions. Aligning our activities with the rhythm of the moon can significantly contribute to our overall well-being. By understanding and respecting these cycles, we can improve not only our productivity, but also our personal satisfaction. Observing how we react to different phases of the moon can provide a valuable guide to managing our energies and emotions more effectively, fostering personal and emotional growth in harmony with the natural world around us. Therefore, understanding and applying the knowledge of lunar phases can be a powerful tool for improving the quality of our emotional and practical lives, providing a natural rhythm to which we can synchronize for a more balanced and productive life. Understanding the moon's phases can be transformative, especially when we apply this knowledge practically in our daily lives. Here are some concrete tips for incorporating the lunar cycle into your routine activities and spiritual practices. Track the lunar calendar. The first step is to be aware of the moon's phases. This can be easily done through lunar calendar apps available for smartphones or specialized websites. These resources provide detailed information on the exact dates of each lunar phase, allowing you to plan ahead. Activities during the waxing moon. This phase is ideal for undertaking actions that require energy and growth. If you have projects that need more energy and focus, starting and driving them during the waxing moon can help maximize your efforts. This includes starting new projects, expanding your network, or stepping up your physical exercise. Reflection. During the waning moon phase is a conducive time for introspection and closure. Use this time to reflect on your past actions and wrap up ongoing projects. It can also be an appropriate moment to let go of habits that no longer serve your well-being. Meditation and relaxation. For those interested in spiritual and relaxation practices, aligning these practices with the new moon and full moon can be particularly powerful. During the new moon, try meditations focused on setting intentions or visualizing new beginnings. At the full moon, opt for meditations that help release emotions and celebrate your progress. These practices can enhance your emotional and spiritual connection with the moon, tapping into its specific energies to promote healing and inner renewal. Adopting these practices can not only help improve your physical and emotional well-being, but also strengthen your connection with the natural environment and universal rhythms. Integrating knowledge of the moon's phases into your routine, you can create a more harmonious balance between your activities and your emotional and spiritual state. I hope this video has been enlightening about the significant impact the moon has on our lives. Now that you have a better understanding of how the different phases of the moon can affect our behavior and emotions, I encourage you to pay more attention to how you feel during each lunar phase. To put what you've learned into practice, try following the tips we shared today. Notice if you see any changes in your energy, mood, or productivity, and see if aligning your activities with the lunar cycle benefits your daily life. I would really like to hear about your experiences with these practices. Leave a comment below telling us about it, and if you noticed differences during the different phases of the moon. And if you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe so you don't miss our future content on living more harmoniously with natural cycles. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to our next meeting.